G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United video for you, and welcome to the Halloween special, although it's a day late or a couple of days late here in Oz. But I thought we're close enough that we could squeeze one more sort of Halloween sort of monstery theme battle in. And apologies to those folks who might have been looking forward to. I think we're up to a homebrew battle in the schedule of things, but I thought, just with the timing, let's try and get one more sort of Halloween themed game in. And I wanted to show off some of the official content because there's a lot of cool spooky stuff that we've had sort of recently with the season 3 multiverse sort of arrival. Even though, as Andrew Fantasia points out, I think there's probably quite a lot more that they could sort of mine there for for concepts in the spooky sort of realms of Marvel. We certainly have some pretty cool characters here, so I thought it'd be fun to show those off. So what we're actually going to do for this video is I'm going to introduce the heroes first, I think, because the theme I wanted to go with today was sort of like walking the streets with Halloween going on. So. And when I was looking at sort of what heroes I wanted to use, it was actually, I was going through and I was having a look at the equipment deck, believe it or not, and I saw this picture here and I thought, yes, this is who we have to use. We have to use at least one of these guys because I figure Ghost Rider is a pretty cool character for like a spooky theme, and the Cosmic Ghost Rider has this cool card where we've got little baby Thanos in the seat there, so I thought it'd be fun. We're taking around the baby dressed up in the Halloween costume. So this is going to be the dad. So essentially, we've got Cosmic Ghost Rider as playing the dad, dressed up as Cosmic Ghost Rider, obviously. And we've got little baby Thanos as well. If we have a look at the next character, we have the mum, and this is I've really been looking forward to using I think her name is Elsa Bloodstone, just because I know she sort of goes with a lot of the spooky sort of characters and stuff, and I thought she'd be a lot of fun to use as well. So I don't know a lot about her. She was in that cool what was that, like black and white one shot sort of movie they had recently. I forget the name of it now, but yes, she was in that, so I thought she'd be pretty cool. And she has some cool equipment as well, so we'll have a look at their cards and their equipment in just a sec. But we also have Morbius, so he can be like the moody teen, the goth brother, and he's going to be also with the family out and about walking the dog. So we've also got the family dog coming along as well, and this is oh, actually I think that's the name of the movie, wasn't it? Werewolf by Night. Yeah, so there we go. So those are the characters we're going to go with. So I hope you guys appreciate the spooky theme. But let's have a look at Cosmic Ghost Rider himself. So he doesn't have, I believe, any starting hand cards. We are going to be playing with equipment though. So we will remove, let's see if I can find it. There's his double wild. So we'll get rid of those. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry, we should shuffle up, shouldn't we? We don't know if we're going to get any of those special cards. I think he's all about sort of going around punishing thugs and stuff, so I think he's probably pretty good at taking out thugs. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what he gets. Oh, here we go. Cosmic Pennant Stare. 2 punches against a single target in your location. Okay, well that's the opposite of what I said. Yeah, that's good against the villains. And the henchman, I guess. We've got to move in a heroic. Here we go. Oh, defeat 1 thug in your and both adjacent locations. So that's not bad. All right, Cosmic. Yeah, defeat 1 in your adjacent locations. Okay. All right. So that's going to be his hand there. Now he also happens to have here. Use on your turn, you can move, so he's basically got the Hell Cycle, so he speeds around, he can basically get a little extra movement there. He also has the Hellfire Chain, so use on your turn, you can punch against up to 2 different targets in your location, then turn this face down. If we spin these around, to recharge the Hell Cycle, we need to defeat 2 or more thugs during our turn. And I doubt I'm going to remember that, we'll see. And at the beginning of your turn, we can discard a card and a punch token to turn this face up. Okay, so that's the chain. Now let's see what Mum is bringing to the party. So now she actually has 2 starting hand cards. We better, actually before we do this, we better get rid of her Double wild, yep, because she is going to be using equipment as well. So, see Daisy, we'll put these, oh sorry, we've got to put those down. We've got to shuffle the remaining ones here. Yep, okay, so, alright, shuffle. Alright. Only one, because we've got two. Alright. So the one that she got is a fantastic movement there, that's amazing. We also have the Blood Gem. So as long as this card is face up in the storyline, once per turn when you perform a punch, you can discard a card to the bottom of your deck to immediately perform another punch. Plus it gives us a wild to get cracking. Alright. Vampiric Immunity. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you don't gain crisis tokens from villains or henchman BAMs. Okay. So as long as this is, you don't gain crisis tokens. Okay. Alright. And yep, okay. So she's got a couple of those. Put those down there. Now she also has this cool gem thing. I think it's a gem or medallion or something. It's called Mordred's Causeway, and it is a permanent, one of those permanent equipment cards. We can move, heroes in our location can move to the opposite location using a movement action. So if they're in our spot, they can, if they've got a movement or a movement token or whatever, they can move to the opposite location. So teleport sort of thing. So she opens up a gateway or something like that. We have, alright, Moody Teen. Here we have now, this guy doesn't have equipment, so this is Morbius. It's, I don't know, should I say it? Maybe we'll save it. Save it a little bit later. Alright. He is going to have all his cards. We don't have to get rid of the double wilds because we are playing standard mode. That's how I like to play, so that's how we roll. He's got a bunch of special cards and stuff, but he doesn't have any equipment, so we'll go from there. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, we only need 3. And he's got a Mesmer Gaze. Attach a stun token to a villain or a henchman in your location. Next villain turn, that villain or henchman's BAM is cancelled. And the stun token is discarded. Right. Oh, we've got a double wilds. That's pretty cool. And we've got some of that stuff as well. Alrighty then. And finally, now, this guy's going to be interesting. So we've got to, let's see. We doesn't have any equipment, so we don't have to worry about taking cards out. He's got a starting hand card though, so we'll just put that aside. He also has a bottom of the deck card as well, so we'll shuffle these up. Alright, Mr. Werewolf by Night. Family dog. Alright, so we'll put that there. We've got to draw 2 more cards off the top. And he's got his starting hand card, so this one says regenerative healing factor. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, if you have less than 3 cards in hand at the end of a villain turn, you may draw a card. So I think that's like Wolverines and various other heroes. Plus it's a move and a punch, that's pretty good. What else is he doing here? Whoa, okay, double wild, that's a huge start. 2 double wilds, hopefully they don't get too damaged. Alright. Alright. We'll pop those down there. So that's the team. They're going trick-or-treating. However, unfortunately, they're going to run into some trouble. Some neighborhood brats running amok, dressed up, and they're going to come in the form of Demogoblin and Doppleganger. Alright, these kids are causing havoc. Alright, this is supposed to be a family event, and these guys aren't playing ball. So we've got Demogoblin and Doppelganger start the game in the same location. So you'll notice they're up the top here. They're going to come in. We're playing with 4 heroes, so we've got 4 and 6 health. 4 for Demogoblin, 6 for Doppelganger. Then we have up the top here, when a civilian is discarded, place it on an empty slot of the Defeat Thugs mission. Alright, so these guys, I had a brief look at these guys and it's kind of melting my brain a bit, so I've got to sort of think about this again. So we're putting the civilians on the Defeat Thugs mission. We're putting, and this is only when they're, not when they're rescued, but when they get discarded. When a thug is discarded, so not defeated, we can defeat them normally, but if they get discarded, place them on the empty slot of the rescue civilian. So they kind of go on the opposite missions. Now, when all of the mission slots are filled, if half or more of the tokens on it don't match the mission, it is considered lost, not completed. So essentially we can sort of lose our ability to complete the missions if if we let if we let too many civilians get discarded, then we're going to lose the thug mission, and if we let too many thugs get discarded, we're going to lose the civilian mission, essentially. Alright. Now, when a hero is KO'd, the villain, or the villains, don't activate their BAM. Instead, we remove the top card of the master plan deck from the game. So we don't put it down in the storyline, we just remove it from the game. So I guess, I'm not sure sort of mechanically, practically how that sort of is different. I think it means, I guess there's no way for us to get stuff back. Maybe there's ways, like if you can manipulate cards in the storyline and stuff, maybe we could, yeah, I'm not really sure. Anyway, if you guys can think of how that's sort of like, you know, substantially different to the normal effect of most of these KO effects, yeah, let us know in the comments. When a villain is defeated, they remain in play and act as usual. So it's not like we're making things easier on us, so we basically have to defeat both of them. We win if we defeat both of them. So essentially, this villain is coming in with 10 health, because it's the 4 plus the 6. It's just that we've got to sort of like split that damage across a couple of locations, essentially. Let's have a look at their BAM. So we deal a damage to each hero in Demogoblins and both adjacent locations. Yikes. Then discard all civilians and thugs from Demogoblins locations. Wow, okay, so hold on. So he's moving. He is hitting a huge area, everyone in a huge area, plus he's discarding all of those tokens, which is bad, because that's bad for this. Yikes. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Doppelganger's location. So Doppelganger's the little spider guy. He just deals the damage. So they both deal tons of damage. They both deal like a damage to everyone in the locations they land in, but he does a lot more. So he just does that in his spot. Okay. But he's tougher. Alright. Then overflow. If one or more tokens can't be added to a location, place a crisis token on an empty slot of the clear threats mission, and remove the top card of the master plan deck from the game. Oh, and wow, okay, so that's both, and that's how we can lose. So we can lose this mission if we lose too many civilians. Sorry, thugs. If we can lose this mission if we lose too many civilians, and we can lose the threats mission if we have too many overflows happening, which makes sense. It's kind of like the opposite thing. And here we go. We lose if 2 missions are lost. Right. Well, that is not cool. And in case I didn't sort of highlight it, that's what you get if you're playing supervillain mode. So, oh boy. Okay, I don't know if my brain on a Friday afternoon or Friday evening is going to handle all of that. We'll see how we go. Countdown to mistakes happening very shortly. So let's have a look at the threats. We've got 2 different types of threats. We have the magic anomalies. Heroes ending their turn in this location with 2 or more cards in hand must discard their hand. They aren't KO'd, and then draw back 1 less card. So you're sort of cycling, but you are sort of taking some damage at the same time. Alright, so that's magic anomalies. We have that at the Midtown High School. So we're doing the rounds with the Halloween. We've got the Midtown High School. We have magic anomalies at the Parker Residence over here. And we have magic anomalies at the Avengers Mansion as well. Okay, hopefully they're stocked up on candy. Now the other type we have is the Dark Empathy. Alright, so let's see. This is a landing location. Deal 1 damage amongst the heroes in this location for each civilian. Wow, okay, so basically just for any of these tokens. So, yeah, deal 1 damage among. Okay, so among heroes. Okay, that's about the first attack that hasn't hit everyone. All right, so and there's 3 of those. Let's have a look at these. So, 1 that's in the Sanctum Sanctorum. We have also some Dark Empathy here at the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. And we've also got some here in the Streets of Queens. So that's those three there. So also you might notice there's a ton of civilians out at the moment. So that's interesting as well. What are we going to do? What missions are we going to go for? I'm not really sure at this stage. I'm a bit scared actually. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So I think that's about it. So let's have a look at the models just before we go. Although I haven't painted them, so I'm not sure why we're looking at them too closely. But here we have the awesome Doppelganger. And this is why we look at them, because even though I haven't painted them, the sculptors have done a fantastic job. So these are such fun models to look at and play with. Doppelganger, and we have Demogoblin. Here he is. I used these guys the other day in that Ravencroft breakout mode, I think, didn't I? So these guys are pretty cool. Alright, I thought he's the reason I wanted to sort of, he's the one I definitely knew I wanted to sort of play with as the villain, because he's got little pumpkins. So that's cool. And now, let's have a quick look here. A couple of our characters here are anti-heroes, so we might see these guys back on a future battle. We might be fighting against them. That was Morbius. Here we have old Cosmic Ghost Rider. So if I've got this right, I think he might be the Punisher, some sort of alternate version of the Punisher who becomes the Ghost Rider at some point. I'm not sure how the cosmic thing ties into it, but that's comics for you. Here we have Chewbacca. That was a terrible Chewbacca, sorry guys. I can't do the guttural thing. Oh no, that was bad. Alright, and here we have Elsa Bloodstone. So, yeah, standing on a dead dragon or something there, some sort of monster, some sort of demon. Alright, with her laser rifle. Alright, actually I have no idea what sort of rifle that is, but I'm sure it packs a punch. Alright, well, there we go. Let's get down to the table and see how quickly this one wraps up. Alright, so we've got our cards. Alright, there's so many equipment cards. Hopefully I can remember them. Alright, but before we do the heroes, we have to do the villain. So let's see what they are up to. Alright, what are they doing? Hopefully they do maybe civilians, so we don't have to make a choice about which way to go. We just deal with civilians. Oh, no, that is not the case. Alright. They are dropping thugs. Okay, what are they doing here? So, Demogoblin's going 1 and 2. Now, I think we move them both. I always forget how this works with these multiple villains. Doppelganger's going 1. Now, unfortunately, Demogoblin is about to do some damage. We don't have to worry about this, but I think we're all getting hit here. Deal damage to each hero in Demogoblins and both adjacent locations. Yeah, to each hero. Oh gosh, okay. So that's a lot of damage already. Then he's discarding civilian, so there's a civilian there. So that's going to go to the thug spot. That's not great. Then he's going to put a bunch of these out, but let's do the damage first. So Cosmic Ghost Rider, that's a shame. Oh man, we've got 2 good cards here. I guess let's lose the penance one or whatever this is called, because this is against a single target, which isn't super useful at the moment. So let's put that back there. Alright. Let's... no, we're not... What are we doing? We've got to look at these ones. So, well, we know which one we can lose the single move there, I guess. That's not too bad a choice. Although, actually, that one about vampiric immunity, where we don't gain crisis tokens, because I know crisis tokens are going to be bad on here, but that does her vampiric immunity doesn't block that. And there's no henchman, so maybe this is not that good a card, but you know what, the heroic might help out. We'll see how we go. Now Morbius, attach a stun token to a villain or a henchman in your location. Next turn that villain. So we could start the Mesmer Gaze. The Mesmer Gaze might not be bad. We could like stun them, stop them doing all these crazy bits and pieces. But it's only got a movement. What are we likely to play before that? Otherwise we could lose the single heroic. But then we've got the double wild. I'll lose the single heroic. Maybe the Mesmer Gaze might be worth keeping around. And oh boy, Werewolf by Night. Let's put the move and punch, I guess, away, I think. Yep. Okay. Well, then he's putting out a ton. Now we've got to have a look at this. So this specifically says, I don't know if you can see that. It specifically says that the tokens go around Demogoblin. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, whether that changes up. If it's always going to go on him or not. 1, 2, 3. We could end up in a situation, we've got 1 on either side too. So there's 3 here, which is lucky, we don't get an overflow, so that's good. Because he clears everything first with his BAM and then he puts them down. Alright. I forget what I was going to say there. What was I saying? I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. Alright, so... Alright, I am too tired. Alright, so we're going to put that down there. They've moved. They've both moved. The BAM here doesn't happen. He doesn't really do anything there. Alright. Yes, I think we're all good there. Okay. Well, that means it must be time for Cosmic Ghost Rider to have a turn. Oh man, alright. Here we go. What's this? We've got a new effect to play with. What's this going to let us do? Let's have a look at that. Hopefully that's focusing. Alright. At the end of this turn, you can instead use the end of turn effect, oh cool, of any single location with no threat. Oh, okay, well that's not that useful at the moment, is it? And it's not a always in play card, it's at the end of this turn, so yeah, not super useful at this stage. So really, what I could do... Oh, okay. I'm only going... I should have gone maybe second with this guy. Get him some movement first. But Cosmic Villain Punishment, defeat 1 thug in your and both adjacent locations, so he could do that. We could get him to defeat 1, 2, 3, but then he's got an extra punch which is kind of going to waste, but that's not bad. Otherwise we have the move and the star. Move and star. What's the effect if we end up in these locations? If you have 2 or more cards... Oh, so I'd be damaging myself if I did this, wouldn't I? Interesting. Is it worth it though? I could sit here and just take out a whole bunch of them. The quicker we get rid of these guys before this can fill up, the better. Especially considering there seems to be a lot of these guys around. But then the quicker we do that, the quicker, like we're working towards them being under pressure really quickly. This could happen really, the under pressure thing could happen really quickly, but then so could the vulnerability thing. You know what, I think I'm going to do this. Oh, wait a second, we've got the Hell Cycle as well, so we could do that. We could move with this and use that. I might save the Hell Cycle for down the track. I might save that. Let's go the move, let's do this, because I want to get cracking on a couple of these things. Well, how do we lose? Do we lose if it's equal and a hero? If half or more of the tokens don't match. Alright, so if we wanted to go for the threats, we would have to defeat the threats. We'd have to complete 3 of the threats without overflow happening. Can we do that? I think if we get out the gate strong, because we do have wilds. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try it. Alright, so I'm going to go with this one. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to move. Alright, Cosmic Ghost Rider. And we're sort of sacrificing ourselves here a little bit. I'm going to go here. I'm going to place a heroic token on the anomalies there. Then I'm going to use this chain, Hellfire chain, punch against up to 2 different targets. So this is not one I really need to keep around for working on the villains necessarily, unless they're in the same location. So I'm going to use this now. I'm going to flip it down. How do I get it back again? I'd have to discard a card and a punch token, so not likely, but anyway. I'm going to play that. And that's going to let me defeat 2 thugs, and I feel like that's a pretty good compromise. We're still taking out a bunch of thugs, but we're working on these. So I'm mindful of overflow being a thing, and yeah, okay. Now, I have to remember wherever Elsa is, the others can sort of like teleport around as well. So Elsa's going to have her turn now. Oh, actually, sorry, before she does, I was thinking about this. He has to take a damage here because he's... Well, not, sorry, he sort of takes the damage. Also, I have to lose... Oh, I have to lose this card. Ah, well, let's have a look. Heroes ending their turn in this location with 2 or more cards in hand, which I have. I've got 2. Must discard their hand, which means they go to the bottom of the deck. We're not KO'd, but we do draw back 1 less, so essentially we've taken a damage. Which is not great when you're standing next to a couple of ravenous kids all hopped up on sugar here. Alright, so so we have to put these back. I guess I want the Defeat All Thugs one, I guess. I don't know which one I want more actually. But anyway, we'll take that one. And then I draw only 1 card. So, oh good grief. Good grief, as Charlie Brown would say. Alright, we've got a movement. That's not great. We traded in 2 excellent... Well, one of them wasn't super great for this mission, but... boy, oh boy. We traded in a good one there for a turkey. Alright, so... Let's draw a card for Elsa. Now, Elsa's job is to get this done so we're not suffering that fate again. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you don't gain crisis tokens. I don't really want to play that one. The Blood Gem. Yeah, this is the one I want, I think. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, once per turn, when you perform a punch, you can discard a card to the bottom of your deck to immediately perform an additional punch. Not one I necessarily want to be doing a lot in this mission, but it'd be handy to have that. Plus, it gives me a wild. So I'm going to play that. I'm just going to move into this location. I'm going to use the 2 heroics to clear this location. Get ourselves started with the clearing threats. So I've just got to clear 3 more without that being a problem. Boy, oh boy. So let's put that away there. Then if you have 1 or 2 cards in hand, you may draw a card. Oh, don't mind if I do. So it's a healing spot. And we've got ourselves a single punch. Well, that's alright. If we're trying to take out some thugs here, that's not bad. Alright. Morbius, I believe it's your turn, my friend, and you are the last to go here. So we've got to draw a card. Right. Oh. Oh, interesting. I've got Hunger here, which is a movement. Lets us draw a card, which is healing, that's good. And it lets us defeat a thug. The discarding a civilian wouldn't be great because we don't want to discard them, but defeating a thug would be good. But I do really like the idea. Oh, this is interesting. I want to play, I think the double wild, right, is the way to go. That would give me 3 wilds. The question is, oh, this is risky. I could just completely clear this mission here now. Deal 1 damage among the heroes in this location for each. Yes, that like we'd be taking like 2 damage across the heroes there if we don't get rid of that. The other thing I could do is I could say put 2 progress toward it, and I could move into here and heal up, or but then Morbius would have to take 2. No, not Morbius. Werewolf by Night would have to take 2 hits. Or I could use the last wild as a punch to sort of keep working on these guys. And then only 1 damage would be dealt there. What's old Werewolf by Night got? He's got this. I think taking a damage from this thing is, it depends on like if Demogoblin lands anywhere near Werewolf by Night, he's taking 1 hit, and then if Doppelganger lands on him, he's taking 2 hits. So we're likely to take 2 hits anyway. I really don't want to lose either of these 2 cards. One of them's my healing card and one of them's a double wild. Terrible situation to be in for Werewolf by Night, but if I can get rid of this, that's at least 1 less damage coming at him. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend all 3 on this one. Alright. I don't know if that's a good move or not. Let's put these over here. Alright. That's 2. That's 2 at least. You may place 1 action token from the pool on a threat or power-up card. You may place 1 action token on a threat. Oh, which threat do we want to put it on? I guess one that's close by, right? Maybe on this one over here. Because it'll probably head this way. Maybe. Because that would be, we'd only have to do 2 more, and then we know we would have guaranteed that one. And we can actually, maybe then we can like try and bait a overflow to actually finish this off for us. That's not bad, maybe. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The trouble is, do we have enough? Ooh, do we have enough? Oh, do we have enough stars? Because these guys are all the way over here. Werewolf by Night could do it if he was close enough, I guess. But that's if he survives. Whereas these guys have maybe a bit more stars. Maybe I should put the star over here, closer to these guys. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright. Okay. So, I think that's it. That's about all I can do. We didn't end in a spot that's going to give us damage, but it's also not going to heal us. What decision would you have made there with old Morbius? Was that the right card to play? Was that the right choice of comboing that together? Would you have cleared this location, or would you have finished off the threat, maybe jumped in and healed? Well, let's find out. Alright, let's find out if that was a good move or not. Now we've played that, we didn't use the move, we didn't use this, well that doesn't get flipped really. I think that's just one of the, I don't know if I showed this, but it's one of those ones because it's permanent. If it does get flipped, it's gone from the game. So, alright, we're happy with that. I guess that's one thing. If we made this a location with the star on it, if we put Elsa over here, then the opposite location would be here. Alright, it must be Demogoblin and Doppleganger. Alright, what are these nefarious fellows up to? So, Demogoblin is going for 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. And, oh, here we go. 1, 2, whew, phew. Okay. Although now, Werewolf by Night, it's like, oh man, I could have got here and finished this off maybe. Wow, okay. They completely missed us, but this could still be bad. I don't know what's happening here with, okay, so the Bam, so is that right? He was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he misses everyone. He's not. Oh, he's on a landing spot. Deal 1 damage among heroes in this location. So we're okay there. He does clear all of these now. Ooh, now this is dicey. All right, hold on a second. So they just all got discarded. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. How many thugs are left? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got to get cracking. Otherwise, if these guys hit 5, I think if 2 more of these get discarded before we can finish this off, it's all bad news for us. Okay, then we've got a bunch of these coming down. 1, 2. Oh, hold on. Are they? Yes, they're coming down in his location. So this is in Demogoblin's location. Just double checking. And then this is filling up, and this is filling up. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, I think we got real lucky there. Very lucky that neither of them hit us. He's the one I'm really worried about because he can kind of hit 3 spots at once. So we got super lucky there. Let's capitalize if we can. Alright. The operative word being if. We're drawing a card for Werewolf by Night. So what's the name of the game here? The name of the game is... Boy, if we get 2 overflows, that's bad. But I feel like this could happen quicker than that because there is at least one spot where there's a double of those. Okay. Okay, what are we going to do? So Werewolf by Night, in that case, you've got... Oh man, you've got like 4... Oh, wait a second. Oh, hold on a second. Do I want to do the healing though? Maybe the healing would be good. I hope so. Because I've still got 2 wilds here. I feel like I could still have a pretty good turn with the healing. I could move, punch, do 2 other things here. Oh, now I'm wishing I had put that there, huh? Yeah, I should have thought that even with Morbius's double wilds here, I was probably in a good position to do some good work over here. So I was thinking, oh, I'm probably going to get, damaged and I'm going to lose a couple of cards and I'm not going to have enough. But then I either would have been drawing a whole new hand, which might have been good as well. Alright, well, I guess the other option is I stay where I am or end up back in this spot and then I can contribute to something anyway. Maybe I do that. Oh, that's interesting. What if I punch? It's 1. Let's put him down here for the moment. Move. Use the wild to punch. And then use the last wild to move back. Like some sort of a big-brained boss. And put another token, place 1 action token on a threat. Is that a good idea? That's pretty good. Plus now I've got my healing factor in play. And I've put 2 more of these out. I think that's pretty good. I think we're looking good. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so, speaking of perfect, let's have a turn with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Right, he's going to draw a card. Now, hopefully it's not another movement, because at the moment my options are movement and movement. So, do we get the trifecta? Oh, it could be. It's a possible movement. It is a wild. And yes, I will be using my wild, I believe. I do believe. But what do I want to do with it? I guess I want to finish this off, right? That seems like a good thing to do. So let's step in. Is that where I want to go? I think so. I mean, I could come this way and just keep remote control putting these things out, but let's step in, because we should probably also try and clear some of this, because we could get some overflow happening here. So yeah, we've stepped in. We don't need to use the bike. We don't have a punch token, so we're not going to be able to flip this back up again. What are we? So hold on a second. We're moving. We're definitely punching. Yeah, there you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's. I think we've locked that one in. I think we're locked in. Unless there's shenanigans in here that pull them back off the cards. They don't pull them off the cards, right? When is discarded. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll use the last. We'll use the wild. So we've moved. We've punched, and we'll use a wild there to clear that. Right, now we're very close to sending them, well, we're actually very close to sending them under pressure, but also vulnerable as well. Oopsie. Put that there. Okay, so that's, how many threats is that now? 3? We've done 3. And what's this thing? Oh, we can heal. It's another healing spot. Alright. I think all these trick-or-treat locations I've chosen are healing spots. Are they? Let's see, this is a healing spot. That's a healing. I think this is healing. Oh yeah, this could be... this could be... locations making the game OP. Alright, so we've drawn another card here, and we get to draw 1 more. I think we get to draw up to 3, don't we? So we've got a single... Well, here we go. We're being punished for having so many healing spots. We're only drawing like single action cards. So, movement, heroic, and a move and a punch. Okay, so we're going to need some punches. I've got to think about this as well. We're going to need some punches to hunt these guys down when they are vulnerable too. All right. One more turn. Elsa Bloodstone's, I think. Yes, Elsa Bloodstone's turn. All right. So she's got a full hand. She was able to heal earlier. So she's got this vampiric immunity, but I don't know that that's as necessary now, because we don't... Are we in a super hurry to clear? I think maybe we do a bunch of, like, civilian rescuing? Because now we're sort of... I think we know this is looking good, right? And we know this is looking good. So we can almost wait for them to push these over, maybe? I don't know, maybe we should just get on with it. Can we do this both? So we'd have to like clear a threat, do 3 heroics and punch a thug as well, wouldn't we? That's unlikely. So I think maybe I just spend some time clearing locations by rescuing civilians if I can. So maybe this heroic is not a bad option. Still got to draw a card, I think, because we've got 3 in hand. Oh, we got Huntress. Move to any location with a villain or henchman and then punch there. Plus it's got an extra punch on it. So that's not bad, but they're not vulnerable yet. So hopefully that she won't get damaged enough and lose that card. So I think I'm just going to play this Vampiric Immunity just in case. Maybe there's something in there that gives us crisis tokens or something. What's this one here? This lets us take a damage to do some extra punching. We've got to remember that when we're hunting them down. So he can heal. We've got that one there. Okay. So we've got to move. Essentially, we've got to move here, or a punch or a star, but we've got a heroic here. And I think what we might do, because I think she can use this gateway thing herself. Heroes in your location, so yeah, heroes, not other heroes. Heroes in your location may move to the opposite location using move actions. Well, we'll use a move action, and we'll go to the opposite location, which seems to be filling up. Oh, now hold on a second. That's not a great idea, because if we go here, rescue this, we're leaving ourselves in this spot with 2 characters, and this is a landing spot location which says deal the damage among heroes in this location for each token there. So yeah, that's not my greatest plan. Let's rewind that. Alright, I think we'll still play that maybe. What's our other option? We've got a punch. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's move. Alright. We're moving. Let's rescue. Because we were going to just rescue one, weren't we? Let's rescue this guy. And now we can put another token just on one of these just to clear it, because even though we don't really need to clear them, the more of these we can get rid of, the better. Especially these ones, if we can get rid of this, because this means if we stand in here we're sort of damaging ourselves. So let's put one there. Alright. Now, where's that ability? I think it was Cosmic Ghost Ray, that one where we can use location effects from wherever we want. That would be cool too. Okay. I think that's it. We're done. We are done. We've got to do... Alright, now, Demogoblin. Is this where they spring some sort of nasty special effect card on us? I'm really worried that they're going to mess with me somehow here. Alright, let's find out. Alright, hopefully you can read that. Hopefully I'm holding it the right distance. Let's read it just in case. So it's just another movement one. Oh, but they're putting civilians out. Oh, okay. So this is going to start filling this one up. 2. So Demogoblin's moving 2. 1, 2. Oh no, we're all getting hit here. We are all getting hit here because we're all adjacent. And then where's Mr. Man? He's going to go over. So we might end up. No, I don't think we'll lose him, but he's in strife here. So Cosmic Ghost Rider's going to get a visit from the Doppelganger. Alright. Am I playing Doppelganger right? Does he do anything else? Deal 1 damage to each hero in his location. That's it. Yep. Okay. Alright, so let's do the BAM now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so okay, we're all losing 1 card from Demogoblin. Well, I'll lose the single move, or will I? Do I need the move for chasing them down? He's got a Hell Cycle, he's fine. Then, yeah, Elsa's gonna lose. Where is Elsa? It's coming up next. It's gonna be Werewolf. No, it's gonna be Morbius's turn next, isn't it? So Elsa's gonna lose the star, I think, because I think by the time it comes back to her we might have cleared this, even just with this effect here. Morbius, though. Morbius has to lose 1. That'll put him on 1. Oh, the Mesmer Gaze or defeat a thug. Oh, maybe we keep that one because we can heal with that. Okay. Alright, we'll lose that one. The stun one would be good though, wouldn't it? But, yeah, alright. Then Werewolf by Night has to lose one. Well, out of double wild and a wild, I know which one I'm going to lose. It's the single wild. And... now, Cosmic Ghost Rider has to lose another one. Well, the name of the game at this stage, I think for him, is going to be Punches. So let's get rid of the star here. Moving the punch. Keep moving, keep punching. Okay. So he's taken one from him. He's done the damage to everyone. He's done that extra damage. It's just one each, isn't it? Yep, one. Yep. They're not standing in spots that's going to let them get hit twice. Okay, we're good with that. But we are putting out some tokens. Oh, now interesting. I think we have our first... Okay, so we get 2 civilians here. And we get 2 civilians here, which unfortunately is an overflow. Now, we don't want to bait the overflows too much, do we? Because, yes, we have essentially now cleared this threat. So now they're under pressure, which is actually also not great. So we want to get them vulnerable quick smart now, don't we? Right. Because the other thing that happens is they lose a card out of the game. So I'm going to put it over here. And so that's speeding things up again. So they're now under pressure and they're starting to lose cards because we're filling up the locations. So now it's time to start shazamming them. So what we need to do is take out a thug and then start hitting them. That's the name of the game. And having a star to play with is not the best thing on this turn. But Morbius can get it done. He can't do a punch, but he can get some defeating of thugs done. So that's what we're going to do. We've cleared this one. We didn't lose it because we had more than the number of crisis tokens there. So we are going to draw a card for Morbius. I think it's Morbius' turn. Oh, he's got himself a single punch. A star and a punch ain't good at this stage. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to play that. I'm going to rescue one from here. Here we go. Oh, it happens to be little Betty Ross there. I don't know if you can see that. Betty Ross. Okay, from Minis from Mars. And she's very upset at what's going on at the moment. And where is it? So this is Morbius. Okay, so he's rescued there. He is... I'd love to use this again, but I'm going to move in here. I'm going to... The reason I'm going to move here is I need to defeat a thug to get them vulnerable. So I'm going to punch this thug using the hunger. So defeating that thug, now makes... we check to see we haven't lost that one, so we're looking good now. So we can't lose the game to the villainous plot now because we have completed 2 of these missions. They win by us losing 2 of the missions. So therefore they can now very easily win. I shouldn't say very easily, but like, you know, it's very possible they could win by just starting to KO us and overflow all over the place. And have us lose these cards. I did also forget, Werewolf by Night has his ability out now, so he ended that villain turn finally with this card down, so he had less than 3 cards in hand, so he can draw a card. So let's do that now. He's a little bit healthier. Oh, he's got lycanthropy strength. I like to think that would be like lycanthropic strength, maybe, but anyway, he can move, then double punch. Is it his turn next? It is. Oh, it is his turn next. I would love to use the lycanthropy. Do I need it? I mean, I could use the double wild, though. I think the double wild is better, right? Hopefully I don't lose the lycanthropy strength, because I'm only giving a movement to the next character, and I think Cosmic Ghost Rider with a movement and a punch there would rather have Something a bit tougher. Alright, so yeah, oh, I like it. So, he's here. Now hold on, Morbius ended his turn here. If you have one or two fewer cards, you may draw one card. So at least we get one more card. He's got himself a wild. Not the best, but also not the worst. It's not bad. We will step in with Werewolf by Night, and I think we'll just get cracking on Demogoblin, shall we? Since he's the one that we can reach. And let's do 2 wounds. Yeah, why not? 2 wounds. Alright, now remember, if we take Demogoblin out though, he's still running around causing all his ruckus. It'll be up to us to catch Doppelganger then. Alright, we're ending our turn there, so we get to draw another card. Oh, a single heroic is not the one we're looking for, but it is what it is. And now it's their turn. So now we're in a situation where we're starting to leave ourselves a bit open to overflow, aren't we? Alright, so we'll see how we go here. And we've got a few characters who aren't looking super duper healthy either. We're drawing a card. So things seem to have gone alright, but I think they can go easily off the rails very quickly here. Alright, let's see. We've got to wrap things up quick. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's not good. Alright, so 1. Oh no. 1, 2. Oh, Elsa. She is in trouble. Alright, so 1, 1, 2. Then I think we're okay with the overflow situation though. That's pretty good. Alright. We're going to lose one of these. That goes there. That's from the band. But we are going to get a whole bunch of stuff happening here. So Morbius. Luckily Morbius will keep... Well, we'll lose the punch. We'll keep the wild. We'll lose the star for Werewolf by Night. But then he'll get to... He is surviving this round, so he'll get to heal. So I'm just going to draw. There we go. We've got 2 lycanthropic strengths. Then that's just for his healing factor, just before I forget. So he's taking a hit, he's taking a hit. Oh no, we're going to lose both of these. I guess I'll put Huntress at the bottom then first, because we are going to get hit a second time. Oh man, I wanted to use that Huntress. She's going to get hit again. And Cosmic Ghost Rider, unfortunately, is also going to get hit, so he loses the move and the punch. Okay, so that's 2 KOs. Oh, there you go. We're already... That's that's 2 more cards out of the game. Oh no. Well, the good news is they've come to her, so she can now start wailing on them, which is cool. I guess that's a good thing, isn't it? Then, yeah, we've already cleared the civilian. They're putting out 1 thug on either side. They're putting out 3 thugs in this spot, so this is now full. Okay. Now, have I been putting these in the right spot? Oh, no, hold on a second. I think, well, I'm not going to change it now, but I think I did miss... This one says that token was supposed to go out in Doppelgangers, the 2... what are they? The 2... civilians from that previous round, but that's alright, we'll just keep playing. Man, I always make at least one mistake. Boy oh boy, I'd like to get through a game without any mistakes, that'd be great. Okay. There sure is a lot to keep your head around with this one, this mission. There's a lot of stuff going on. It seems pretty simple, but it's like there's a lot of things that's kind of like messing with here. Okay, so taking the 2 hits, 2 KOs. So she was KO'd, he was KO'd. Now, wait, why is he KO'd? He landed here. He's not KO'd. I think I was thinking Doppelganger, Demogoblin was over here, but Demogoblin landed here, didn't he? Yeah, he went 1, Doppelganger went 2, 1, 2. So these 2 were taking hits. We've done that, that's fine. But actually we've got to give Ghost Rider his card back. So he had the move and the punch. And let's put one of these back on. Alright. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, time to finish him off. How much damage have we got to do here? 6, 7, 8. Ah, easy peasy. Let's do it. Werewolf by Night just went. Is that right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So we're back to Cosmic Ghost Rider. Okay. So, Mr. Cosmic Ghost Rider, I see you've drawn at this vital moment a single punch. What a great contribution to our team. Luckily, Werewolf by Night has given you 2 wild, so that's pretty good. Now, okay, well that's interesting. We can use the move and the punch for sure. We're going to go... I mean, do we need to use the move and the punch? Maybe we just use the punch. Because we're not going to get an extra movement out of it, and we know that Elsa Bloodstone's not going to need the movement. So do we keep that around? Do we keep that around, actually? Well, I was scoffing at this punch, but actually that might be more cost-effective. Is that good? Like, I mean, well, yeah, we're likely to get hit and lose that, but if we don't, then that's a better card to have than the single punch, right? Because someone else might need it later on. So, where's my Cosmic Ghost Rider? Okay. Because what I'm thinking is... I could use the... Oh. Not going to quite get us there, is it? I could use the wild to help me get there. So I could use the Hell Cycle to get here, but then I'd have to waste a wild. I think, you know what? Nah, let's... I was thinking I could be clever there, be a bit cute, but nope. Nope, nope, nope. We were here, let's use the Hell Cycle. And then, vroom, let's go 1, 2. Got to make that noise. So now I've used my 2 movement, but I haven't used up any of these punches, so I've got access to 1, 2, 3 punches. I am definitely going to do all of those punches on Demogoblin. Yep. Okay. Not Demogoblin, sorry, Doppelganger. Doppelganger. Okay. Okay. He has landed in this spot, which is going to allow him to place a... I don't know if I've missed this with previous characters. I don't think so, because they were heading that way, weren't they? But I'm going to add another token here. Alright, and it's now... we get one more hero. Elsa. Alright, so Elsa's going to wake up. 1, 2, 3. Good thing about Elsa is these guys can now hopefully use her as a bit of a launching pad to, if the bad guys end up on the other side, we can maybe jump them with Elsa. Although, to step in here and step there would be the same thing, wouldn't it? Okay. Not quite the master plan I thought it would be. Alright, let's draw 3 and then we draw another one, technically. We've got a move and a heroic. We have a... Ooh, is that Huntress? Yes, we've got another Huntress. Ah, fantastic. Okay. And we've got a wild, and we've got a move, and a punch. Alright, now what's this Huntress thing? Ah, this Huntress says move directly to any location with a villain or henchman, and then punch there. Well, let's save that actually, because we've woken up in the spot, so we don't need it. Let's go a move and a punch, just so we can give the next player an extra move. And I'm just going to do 2 punches. Yep, 2 punches. Well, in that case, what's the best way to do this? If I do 2 punches and just take out Demogoblin, then we're only really caring about Doppelganger. But if I take out 2 there, then we're still going for both, but that gives us the options to get both. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm going to try it. Let's see if that's a terrible move or not. So I've done that. Now, I've got to wake up by the way. Now I'm going to move. Oh, she doesn't need to heal. I was going to move her to a healing spot. Well, in that case, I'm just going to... you know what, I'm still going to go here. Instead of working on this and finishing this off, I'm going to move here to be a gateway for these two, because it's their turn coming up next. So they could, if depending on where these guys go, they can step here a lot quicker. Does that help? Let's see. Yeah, it helps if they land here. If they land here or here, I don't think it necessarily helps that much, but I think that works. All right. So she could heal, but she's on to full health, so she's fine. All right, so it's their turn. All right, let's see what they do. Maybe we shouldn't be bunching up like this, because they tend to hit us when we're all in the same spot, don't they? All right. Ooh, he's going 4. 1, 2. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Yep. And then Doppelganger's going 2. 1, 2. Now let's pay attention. So I'm guessing maybe what the pattern is if you see civilians, it's Doppelganger always putting the civilians out. Because that's, I think, what happened on that other card there. Alright, so these are going around Doppelganger. So there's 2 there, no overflow there. 2 here, no overflow there. Okay. Now, I should have done the BAMs first, but there's no BAM happening here. There is a BAM happening here, so all 3 of these guys are taking a hit. Alright. So, unfortunately, Elsa, you've got to take a hit. You'll lose the move and the heroic. Man, Ghost Rider, you just keep avoiding the hits, don't you? Alright, so, Morbius, though, unfortunately, he is taking a hit. That's going to be a KO. One more. And Werewolf by Night. Well, we've got to lose one of the lycanthropies, so we'll put that at the bottom. But luckily he's got one, so he can draw another card. Oh, he must have had 3 in a row. Okay. Now, at some point, there's a bottom of the deck card coming up for Werewolf by Night too. Right. So he's got 2 of those. He's KO'd. We did that already, didn't we? And whose turn is it? It is Morbius' turn. So Morbius is going to wake up. I think we can get him because we've got Elsa there, right? So we can use the causeway. So Morbius wakes up. I think we got this because he's nearby. He's hanging out on 2 wounds. He's got 1. So yeah, we got this. We got this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. All right. Holy moly! Look at this. Look at this hand. We've got Power of Blood. What does that do? You may discard 1 card from your hand of one of your deck to do a heroic. Plus, it's got a move and a punch. We've got the Hunger. We've seen that one before. We know what that does. We can basically defeat a thug or discard a civilian. And if we do draw a card, I can't remember if I drew a card when I did that. I think I did. I think we've got the Mesmer Gaze, so we can stun them and stuff. And we've got the Power of Blood, but it's a different... Oh, this is a cool one. We can discard a card to gain them to move, and then we can do double punch. Well, let's do it. That's what we want. Power of Blood. Alright. So, we've discarded a card. Then, nothing like waking up in the morning and discarding a card. We're going to... Or in the middle of the night, I guess. Whenever you wake up. Alright, Morbius is on the night shift. He is discarding a card. Oh, he's already got a move. He didn't even need to do that. He's doing it anyway. And he... Oh, interesting. Is there some way he can take them both out in one turn? He's got like... He does have the 3 attacks. No. No, he doesn't. He doesn't quite have enough movement. That'd be cool because he could go here, then move back again with the move that we've gained from that, and then. But we don't have the extra move to go there. But anyway, he's going to use that movement. He's going to. Which way is he going to go? Let's go here. We'll take out Demogoblin. Alright. 2 hits there. Demogoblin goes down. Alright, get out of town, you punk. Alright, stop egging all the houses. Alright. And then we have, holy moly, Werewolf by Night. It's all over. Now, Werewolf by Night. Let's see, buddy. He would love to tell Elsa Bloodstone that he doesn't need her gate and be able to get all the way around here, because he's got 2 movement, but 1 movement has to be, he has to break up that punch, although he's got these 2 punches here, but it's just not quite enough. He's got 2 movement, he'd get to here. So he's going to use the causeway, jump straight through, and it's going to be a beast battle, and down goes Doppelganger, and that is all she wrote. That is the final card. Boy, that was a really. It felt. It's quite a quick. Like we pretty much took him out pretty quickly. That's a really interesting tempo to that fight, because it's sort of the way it works. Is it feels like it's always going to be a super quick fight. Because they're going to be sort of like working on, sort of finishing off, working halfway through these things. And if you don't deal with that quickly, like, they'll just, overwhelm you there. But if you're working on the things and they're working on the things from the same, from 2 different angles there, then that's gonna feel like quick. So they're going to get under pressure pretty quick no matter what. And then it's a matter of, do you have the team to, like, can you coordinate sort of, can you outdo them with this, and then do you have the team to sort of like be able to take them out? They don't have a ton of health. Yeah, that's interesting. I think we got lucky there a few times with the, like, they missed us a few times, and I think the I'm not sure where Doppelganger was landing, because I think we did, when he landed and placed those extra thugs, he placed the thugs, and that caused an overflow, I think here or somewhere, or over here, and that was Demogoblin's location. So I wonder if we would have got an overflow, and that would have meant we probably wouldn't have been at the same position. We probably would have needed to finish this off ourselves. But I feel like I think we were in a pretty commanding position with this. I think we were in a position, we'd set this up, so we could have done this if we wanted to. So I don't think that affected things too much. But yeah, it's such a quick game. It only went half the storyline around. But it was quick, but I felt under pressure, like, the whole time. Like, I did feel like it could go south at any moment, sort of thing. I think maybe in the last round or 2, I was like, oh no, like, yeah, we've got this. But yeah, certainly, obviously, we were playing with standard mode, so you can see this really helped us race out the gate, sort of thing. So if we didn't have those, I think this would be a much scarier proposition. I guess you could say the same with any villain, right? But in particular with these guys, because everything's happening so quick. If you come out of the gate with a weak hand, like all your heroes, like you've probably seen, you've experienced these games yourself, probably, where your first 3 or 4 round of hero turns, you just keep drawing single action cards and stuff, and you're sort of just eking out anything you can, and then usually you can have a strong end game. But with these guys, that end game can come up pretty quick, and you might not have been drawing into your good cards yet. So yeah, be interesting to see how these guys play at 2 players as well, like how the dynamic and the tempo of the game changes up there too. But I really liked these guys, so I hope that was a good choice for your Halloween theme. I know there's a lot of sort of monstrous, spooky sort of characters out there. We could have gone with the villain version of Morbius, or we could have gone Hobgoblin, although I've sworn off showing Hobgoblin on channel until I know for sure that Andrew Fantasia has had a chance to play Hobgoblin, so we'll see how that goes. I've played him off camera though, so he is pretty fun though as well, but yeah, he's a good one. So I tell you what, we're spoiled for choice now with all our Halloweeny theme stuff, and of course there is the Witching Hour, which Halloween has come and gone, we haven't seen it yet. All those lucky folks who were able to get copies from the conventions, you guys had that extra option as well. I'd love to be able to show that off, and I've really enjoyed the Agatha All Along TV show as well. I hope you guys have been watching along with that and enjoying that if you have. Yeah, it's really been making me want to get Agatha and the other version of Scarlet Witch to the table, or the Scarly Witch, but unfortunately not available yet for us folks who couldn't get to the convention. So. But you know, I can't complain because there are still folks waiting for season 3, and you know, so everything is relative at all, you know, so all good. But yeah, that was pretty good fun. Yeah, I guess we've switched things around now, so I think the next game will probably be some sort of a homebrew battle. We might, who knows, we might be able to feature that homebrew live stream with the Mortal Kombat characters. So that'd be great too. So keeping my fingers crossed for that. Yeah, we'll see how we go, and then yeah, I don't really know what official Marvel villain we'll fight next. I'll have to put my thinking cap on, but again, pop it in the comments if you've got any suggestions. Once again, if you like seeing the minis from Mars, the tokens here, they're a great little product you can get from the Etsy store, minis from Mars. I really enjoy using them. They really sort of pop, and I really liked having them as like the little folks running around the streets sort of getting scared away by by Doppelganger and Demogoblin, so that was a lot of fun too. Well, thank you guys. Happy Halloween to all of those who celebrated. I know it's by the time this video is up, it'll probably be over wherever you are, but hope you had fun with that. If you don't celebrate it, well, I hope you just had fun with the battle anyway, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Alright, see you guys. Maple Monkey out.